Hello, and welcome to Pi International Education. Today we're back with another IELTS tips and tricks video about IELTS listening. Now these are just some general tips and tricks you may follow to improve your score in the listening part of the exam. Now number 1, improve your general listening skills. Now what does that mean? It means listening to the radio, watching American movies, or watching English movies, or watching any sort of English media, listening to it. Not going online and doing practice tests and trying to improve your skills that way. If you improve your general listening skills, then your overall IELTS skills will improve along with it. Number 2, increase your topic vocab. Now, we all know that the IELTS exam loves 3 specific topics: education, technology, and the environment. So we should kind of brush up our vocabulary on those 3 topics. Number 3, targeted listening. Now, what do I mean by targeted listening? Well, you have some time to read the questions before you actually listen to the recording. So when you read the questions, try to kind of figure out what kind of information you're going to need. This kind of goes along with word types, but I'll get to that later. Another very, very important thing I'm going to tell you guys to do is to check your spelling. All right? Now, why do I say this? Now, if I have January written like this, I'm going to get a wrong answer. January is a noun. Therefore, the J has to be capitalized. So little mistakes like that will take away from your total band score. So I don't want you guys to make any sort of spelling errors or any sort of capitalization errors or things of that nature and make a silly mistake and lose marks. So please be careful. Now we're going to talk about word types. Do you remember when I was saying targeted listening? Well, the thing about word types is you can kind of tell while reading the questions that this part of the exam is going to require a noun, or this question is going to require a verb. And then lastly, there could be an adjective or things of that nature. So if you can read the questions and read them kind of quickly, you can figure out exactly what type of word the answer will be. Now, targeted listening and word types kind of go hand in hand. An exemplification of this is when you're in the airport, right? You do not think about every other flight number. You only think about your flight number, and whenever they call your flight number, let's say it's 256, you jump up and you go and try to run and board the plane, right? You're not jumping up at 257. You're not jumping up at 255. Your ears are actually trying to listen for 256, which is your flight. So that's targeted listening. Now, with word types, all you're doing is fine-tuning the targeted listening by actually figuring out if you need a noun, verb, or adjective for the answer. Now, the last tip I'm going to talk about is leaving no blank answers. Now, in the listening and the reading sections, there is no negative marking. So do not leave any single one of the answer blanks empty. Well, that's about it for IELTS listening tips and tricks for today. Stay tuned for more, and for access to more courses and more tips and tricks, please feel free to visit www.mypibd.com and check out our e-learning platform. Thank you.